Now to an escalating situation overseas. President Barack Obama and Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke by telephone today, hours after Russia's parliament granted permission for troops to enter Ukraine. The details of their conversation has not been released. CBS 2's Andrea Grimes has more on the growing crisis.
Tensions mounting in Ukraine. Today, Russia's parliament unanimously approved military intervention in its neighboring country. The vote grants President Vladimir Putin's request to send his armed forces to Ukraine. It formalizes what Ukrainian officials described as a Russian invasion in the Crimea region. Moscow can now send its forces to other parts of Ukraine. The approval comes less than 24 hours after President Obama issued this warning to Russia.
The United States will stand with the international community in affirming that there will be costs for any military intervention in Ukraine.
The president did not outline what those costs would be, but top U.S. officials tell CBS News there is no consideration of U.S. military action. The United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting on the situation this afternoon.
The Secretary General reiterates his call for the full respect for and preservation of the independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of Ukraine.
Meantime, several hundred pro-Russian protesters stormed an administration building in eastern Ukraine. They threw stones and broke windows, trying to oust opposition protesters who took it over a few days ago. Several people were injured. Pro-Russia rallies have been happening in the country. Ukraine is split between a new pro-Western government and those in the east who back Russia. Weeks of demonstrations ended in violence, with more than 80 people killed and Ukraine's pro-Russia president ousted. Crimea used to be part of Russia, and many there have long wanted the region to return to Moscow's control. Andrea Grimes, CBS 2 News.
There was a high-level meeting at the White House earlier today, which included Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel. The State Department says the U.S. is calling on Russia to de-escalate tensions by withdrawing forces.